All right, welcome to the Game Changer 00100 show. I'm your host, Game Changer, and came across a video today and decided to do a quick response. Before I do that, let me say what's up to everybody. Let me say hello to Kit Clouds, Sweet Melody Speaks, Tim Howard. Let's see, Canis, salute. Let's see, and Deacon Dave. Appreciate you. Thanks a lot. Oh, and Ike, thanks a lot. Computer Geek, thanks for showing up. All right, so. Now we've got some people here. Came across a video, and I know I say that every time I start, but came across this video from a woman named Breeny Lee. Now, I've covered her before. She's a very popular YouTuber to women who are into such things. She's in and out of relationships, and she does the type of videos that help women and girls cope with being single. But really, what she wants to do is she's teaching them how to negotiate. Basically, using being single as leverage in order to get a mate. Basically, withhold yourself, starve out the market, and then hope that you get a better price. That is what she's doing. And what she is hoping for is to get as many women on board as possible in order to get the best deal for herself. That never really works out well. It works out sometimes for the individual. It does not work out well for the masses. Now, her latest video talks just about that. And I'm going to cover that. So give me a second. All right. Not that one. Oh, crap. All right. Wrong channel. All right. Give me a second. While I'm doing that, go ahead and hit that like button. All right. All right, let's see. Oh, and by the way, she's in her week of revenge, whatever that means. I'm going to cover her a bit more because she's going through a breakup, and I want to examine her and discuss really. So look forward to that. I'm going to examine how women behave while they're in a relationship versus how they behave when they're not in a relationship, and you'll see that there's a huge difference. All right. So for guys who question the value that they bring to a relationship, you'll see the difference in behavior. All right. So fair use, fair use.
You know your worth, so stop negotiating it. Stop putting yourself in the sell rack. Stop discrediting yourself. But people will treat you.
You know your worth. Uh, Generally speaking, the market determines your worth, but however, the market can be manipulated. And I'll give you an example. De Beers, the diamond company, they have more diamonds than they lead on. But they understand that scarcity equals value, so they keep their diamonds in a vault and kind of slowly distributes it to society. But if they were to put it all out in the market at one time, then it's really more, it'll be worth like gravel. It'll be worthless because, it's just out there like that.
How you feel about yourself. You're worthy and you're worth it. Don't ever think less of yourself. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are doing well. It is day 4 of the 7 days of revenge. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. Today I want to have a...
Somebody says she looks familiar. What do women like this look different to you? Like I just see like wig and makeup. Like I don't see how could they possibly look different? Unless they have a different wig and a different makeup, that's yeah.
frank conversation with you on the topic of worth and how so many women discount themselves or negotiate their worth. There are so many times when I hear a woman talk about settling, she doesn't know it's settling, but she is talking about settling. And she'll.
Here we go. They will refuse to negotiate whatsoever. And you see, here's why. The only time people want to negotiate is when they are unsatisfied with the deal that is out there for them. She, as a Black British woman, is satisfied with the current deals that are available to them at this point. She's satisfied with a population of men, primarily Black men, who are content with getting with women who are less pretty than they are handsome. You know, we have in this space, in this sphere, we have a woman who is a mother of 4, I believe, from a white guy who goes out and marries a Black doctor and then talk all this pro-Black garbage. You see, they have the superior deal. If you ever want to know who has the better deal when it comes to anything, it's the one that no longer wants to renegotiate. If you have a union and a union has a contract and that contract is up for negotiation and the union says, oh, no, I don't want to negotiate, it means that they have the favorable deal already and they will not change.
They'll be like, well, I'm going to have to date a guy with kids anyway because I've got kids. Or I have to date a guy like this because, look, I'm a size 14, a size 15, a size 16. I have to date a guy.
So basically what she's saying is if you're a size, insert double-digit number here, instead of for adjusting your standard according to your size, you should behave as if you do not have a double-digit size. Is what she's saying. If you are a size 14, you are to behave as if you are a size 4. If you are a size 18, you are to behave as if you are a size 4. You shouldn't have to change your standards just because you have a double-digit dress size.
Like this because fill in the blank. And there's so many times that I hear women discredit themselves or lower their worth based on, I guess, what society would perceive as a flaw or someone that does.
What society would perceive as a flaw is a flaw. Like, I know that you think that being overweight is a crack in the Liberty Bell. And somebody should come across and say, oh, that just adds character to it, you know, or it's the Mona Lisa without eyebrows or something like that. No, it's a flaw if men do not want to pay top dollar for it.
Doesn't deserve what they're asking for. And if you follow certain channels,
they don't deserve what they're asking for. Now, I want to point out that she said she said that as if she knows what they're asking for. No matter how ridiculous your request is at a double-digit dress size, you deserve it because vagina. And in addition to vagina, pussy. Actually, I'm going to replay that.
I'm going to have to date a guy with kids anyway because I've got kids. Or I have to date a guy like this because, look, I'm a size 14, a size 15, a size 6.
Wait a minute. She's saying that a woman who has kids shouldn't date a guy who has kids? You see, right now, that is the standing deal. And they don't want to negotiate because they have favorable deals. You have women with kids right now who are dating guys without kids. And every time I bring up negotiation, some sisterhood chick comes out of nowhere and says, "Oh no, no, no! Y'all shouldn't be negotiating. Y'all should just, build." Or they try to distract you by saying, "Yeah, but what about the white man? Y'all need to focus on the white man. No need to negotiate here. Just ignore what's going on here and continue to have no kids and get with women with a bunch of kids. But don't negotiate. Just focus on the white man." Yeah, yeah.
I have to date a guy like this because fill in the blank. And there's so many times that I hear women discredit themselves or lower their worth.
It's not lowering your worth. To say that a woman who is a size 22 is worth less than a woman who is a size 2 is not lowering your worth. It's an accurate appraisal. To say that a woman who has 8 kids by 9 different baby daddies is not really lowering her worth in comparison to a woman with no kids. To say a woman who is, 81 is worth less than a woman who is 18 and full of eggs is not lowering her worth. It's giving a more accurate appraisal of it.
Based on, I guess, what society would perceive as a flaw or someone that doesn't deserve what they're asking for. And if you follow certain channels on YouTube, you will start to think and believe that there is a formula to being in a relationship, there's a formula to love, there's a formula to getting a high value guy, or etc., etc. And
love it when women without high value guys tell you not the formula to how to get a high value guy. I love this. I love it when they do that.
What that causes a lot of women to do is to discount themselves and actually lower their value. But when you settle, you never get anything good. When you negotiate your worth, you'll get what you're asking for. And
when you negotiate your worth, you get what you're asking for. Okay, I'm going to negotiate up Rihanna. I'm going to negotiate up Chloe Bailey. I'm just going to negotiate.
Worth has a lot to do with how you see yourself. If you think you're a 10, please believe you are a 10.
And there you have it. There you have it. Her logic. If you think you're a 10, then you are a 10. Beg your pardon? So what makes you a 10? Oh, well, I think I'm a 10. Yeah, but what 10 value do you bring to me? I bring the thought of myself being a 10 to you. Yeah, but what? Okay, I know that you think you're a 10. Just like to everybody's, just kind of like your mama think you cute. I get that. But once again, I'm asking, what makes you a 10? Why should I embrace you as a 10? Oh, you're negotiating. You shouldn't be negotiating. You should just take me as a 10. You should pay the 10 price for whatever number I am because I think that I am a 10. There's a skit. There's a skit that this reminds me of from a show that I like, and it's going to come back in the season next year, called Atlanta, starring Childish Gambino. And he did this skit. I was cracking up. It was a black dude, a younger black dude, saying that I believe that I am a 35-year-old white guy. And I was just cracking up. And he was actually about to go get the surgery and stuff like that, if there is such a surgery. And he wasn't even 35. And he says he's an engineer for Coca-Cola, and he's not. But, like, it's weird. Like I believe that I'm a doctor. Like You can't just manifest 10ness in yourself. You can't just go around saying I'm a 10 and I'm going to sell myself to you as a 10. Freaking delusional.
You'll get what you're asking for.
And you see, this is why they tell you not to negotiate. Because they are comfortable with the thought you get what you ask for. Yes, if somebody is stupid enough to buy the sticker price, that is the sticker price, the price that they put on themselves.
Work has a lot to do with how you see yourself. If you think you're a...
It does. It does. However, in a different way than what she's describing. If you see yourself as being worthy and you value yourself, then you will make the necessary improvements to make yourself reach this value. Only low-level people, only people who are not 10s, say that they're 10s and don't improve and don't work towards becoming a 10. Those are the only ones.
A 10. Please believe you are a 10. But if you think you're a 5 or a 4, please believe you are a 5 or 4.
And if I think you are a 5 or a 4, then please believe that to me, the person you are trying to sell your vagina to me, you are a 5 or a 4.
In other people's eyes too, because people will treat you how you feel about yourself.
Ain't that some crap? Ain't that some crap? I wonder like how many people went to prison feeling like I feel like I run this motherfucker and found out that they didn't. Found out the moment somebody said, I like you and I want you, and we gonna do this the easy way or we gonna do this the hard way. How many people say, I feel like I'm a warrior? Like how?
It's all about belief. Why are Birkin bags so expensive?
Because people are stupid. Oh my God. This one costs 250,000 pounds. Pounds? Those are worse than dollars. Those are worse than dollars. Why are they so expensive? Because people are stupid. Because people are stupid enough to buy it. And also they're insecure. But if you play on somebody's insecurity enough, they will try to overcompensate. And that's what they're hoping for. That's what the whole beta male, beta male cocoon thing is about. Oh, and another thing. The reason why Birkin bags are so expensive is because very few people have them. I repeat, the reason that they're so expensive is because very few people have them. So if you try this marketing strategy with Passissy, then the only way it will work is if very few people have Passissy. Which means that this tactic that she's trying to do will destroy an entire community because she's creating false scarcity with value, meaning that thousands of women will have to be single in order for this to work. Just like, or millions of women will have to be single in order for you to sell yourself at an inflated price. Just like millions of women would have to be, just like millions of Black women are single. You see how that's worked? They are perpetuating a lifestyle that keeps them single in order to inflate the price for the remainder.
Because they set the price, and because the price is so high, people now see you as valuable. The more expensive something is,
people see you as stupid. Like when I see a guy who spent too much of himself to get a moderate female, I see you as stupid. I see you as stupid and a bad negotiator. And the rest of the world sees you that way. Like if you're that guy, if you are like Killmonger, minus the actual Wakanda stuff, you're at MIT / Annapolis grad that just works out and stays in shape, and you're with a 350-pound chick, we see you as stupid. Why? Because your value far exceeds hers. And the fact that you don't know this makes you stupid. And a lot of us brothers are stupid in that regard. And if you think, you say, oh, I spent a high price for this woman, therefore I have proof that I have the money. It's like, no. No, because a lot of people have the money for that. They're just not stupid enough to buy it.
Is the more value people place on it. So when you begin to,
or nobody is going to buy it, and that's what's happening now. That's why the single rate in your particular demographic is so high. Because just like very few people, okay, so you have the people that can afford Birkin bags and just don't because they're not stupid. And then you have the people who can afford it and also don't.
To discount your worth, discount your value, count yourself out because of something you did in the past, count yourself out because of the way you look, count yourself out because you're not curvy, because you're not slim, because you're not whatever. What culture says or defines.
Yes, you should count yourself out. Or you should count my penis out of you. You should count yourself out. Listen. There exist bags that are not Birkin bags because they know that they are not that top bag. And they sell their goods for $40 or however much a purse costs. I don't think I ever bought a woman a purse in my whole goddamn life. And I have to think hard, and and because I have bought stuff, obviously stole, but so I don't really know how much it costs. Yeah, I can't really think. Well, however much a regular purse costs, those purses exist. Why? Because they understand that not all purses are created equal. And the purse between your legs is worth more or less than the purse between another person's leg. You don't go down to what's a cheap brand of purses? I don't know. Actually, scratch that. I'm not even going to say purses. You want to know what I do have to buy? You want to know the bag I do have to buy and I don't like it? But I keep forgetting to bring my own, so sometimes I just carry it in my arms because I'm so damn cheap. Here in California, and I know other states don't do this crap, but the environment. So here in California, we actually have to pay for our own grocery bags. Meaning that if you didn't bring your own sack, you have to pay 10 cents to get a plastic bag, and this is to encourage people to bring their own sack throughout the whole state. That is how much that bag is worth. Period. They're not going to say, oh, this is $250,000 for the bag. People will just not pay for it. That is the bag that I buy. It's a reasonable price for a bag. Oh, by the way, Afro Shop, thanks a lot. I appreciate you. It says, salute, GC. Keep up the great content. Thanks a lot, brother. Appreciate you. All right. And William Brown says, I identify as a pimp named Slickback. Exactly. Exactly. It's just foolish negotiation to say that all women have equal value. That her JJ is worth the same as Sweet Melody Speaks JJ. You know, like they're not all created equal. And the ones that are worth less, like the 10-cent California plastic grocery bag, charges accordingly.
As beautiful. Listen, there is somebody out there for everybody.
No, there isn't. No, there isn't. Who told you this? Who told you that everybody is guaranteed a mate? Where is it promised by some celestial being that everyone is guaranteed a mate? There is somebody out there for everybody. Every key gets a lock, and every lock gets a key. Who told you that? Like, women don't die alone, and the cat will eat you. Like, that don't happen. Like, men don't die alone. What if the person that was meant for you died in war, as men do? What if the person that was meant for you, your soulmate, what if that person is an Eskimo with no internet? And you have no way of reaching that person? What if the person that's meant for you is Amish and you never been to Albania or wherever it is Amish people live? You never been to Amishville. It's ridiculous for you to walk around with an empty vagina saying, oh, yes, I'm destined to have this filled by someone and I'm a 10. Therefore, I am going to market myself as a 10 and demand a 10 because everybody deserves a 10, everybody with a vagina.
Someone likes your flavor, but if you're trying to be another flavor or you're trying to downplay your flavor, you're always going to be overlooked. What?
No, it's not. It's not. It doesn't matter what you play your flavor. Listen, there is like chocolate ice cream as a base. There's chocolate and then there's chocolate, adjacent. Like double chocolate, chocolate fudge, chocolate with nuts, etc., etc., etc. There is variations, but chocolate is the king of not only ice cream. Chocolate is the king of ice cream and candy. Chocolate is the king of sweet stuff. Chocolate is the king of what kids like. It is the epitome. It reigns supreme over everything that kids like. If your ice cream is broccoli flavored ice cream, you are shit. You are the crap of ice cream. And if your JJ is to kids with broccoli, or wait a minute. If your JJ is to adults what broccoli is to kids, then it's not going to be as valuable. How many kids are going to line up to go to the broccoli store? And you're that jackass that opens up a broccoli shop hoping that some kids will come by and buy it. And you selling that broccoli at the same price that regular people sell ice cream. You broccoli bitch.
Once you become secure in who you are, where you're at right now, should you work on yourself? Absolutely. Should you become the best version of yourself? Absolutely. But my worth does not decrease based on how much my weight fluctuates.
Yes, it do. Yes, it do. Fat women are worth less. They are worth less than non-fat women. Melanie's not a kid. Well, she says she liked broccoli. Melanie's not a kid. I'm talking about 2 kids. I say 2 kids. Adults eat broccoli because we don't want to die quick. And we think about stuff like that. But no, to kids, it's crap. Lost my train of thought. Broccoli eating people. Listen. All right, hold on. What did she say? Go back 20 seconds.
Another flavor, or
Hit the like button like Sweet Melody Speak says.
you're trying to downplay your flavor, you're always going to be overlooked. Once you become secure in who you are, where you're at right now, should you work on yourself? Absolutely. Should you become the best version of yourself? Absolutely.
So, now here's the thing. Here's the kicker. And I know this isn't what I'm saying before, but this is what I'm saying now. Here's the kicker. If you understand that you need to work on yourself, then you are not a 10. You need to embrace that. You need to look yourself in the mirror and see that you're not a 10. Say you're a 7. You need to see those 3 points missing before you can move up. And first of all, I don't believe in 10s. And there's a good reason for that, because there's always room for improvement. But if you're telling these women to go around thinking 10, 10, Ren 10, 10 type of stuff like that, then the whole self-improvement message is not going to resonate with them. Number 16. Now, liver to kids, not broccoli. At least broccoli is good for you. Oh, liver's not good for you? I just assume that anything that tastes that crappy must be good for you. You know what was terrible? And my mom insisted on it, and she wanted me to drink it, and I didn't. I'd rather stay sick. Alka-Seltzer. Alka-Seltzer. It looked like soda. It ain't soda. That was just awful. And another thing. This is a bit of a rabbit hole. Is Dimetapp more expensive than Robitussin? Like, why do parents ever? It's like y'all don't have any respect for your kids' taste buds. Like, if you got to get rid of a cold, then why not do it in the most delicious way possible? Like, why do you ever give your kids Robitussin? Give them Dimetapp. It tastes better. Stuff like that is important. What are you thinking? Look, I know it's the same to you. I know you just see a bunch of purple crap that the kid got to eat to get better, but it is a world of difference to him. It is a world of difference to your kid. I mean, the kid knows that eventually, if he has a cold, he's eventually going to get better. He's not going to die from a cold. So he understands that, and he really don't care. He really don't care. How soon? Like, if Robitussin makes you, better an hour sooner than Diamond, we don't care. Why would they even make cough syrup that tastes such crap? Just like those parents don't respect the opinions of kids, these chicks like this do not respect the opinion of men. Your vajayjay is Robitussin. And I know you think it's the same and one cough syrup is as good as another. Nope. Why? Because you're not eating it. And you're not a kid. You're not a man. So you do not know. It is for us to determine. And just like it's for the kids to determine which vitamin is better. And yes, kids are a bit. Okay, here's the thing. Kids have a right to be stupid. Do you know that there are millions, nay, I say billions of kids out there that never seen an episode of the Flintstones but still say they Flintstone kids and eat Flintstone vitamins? You don't know what a Flintstone is. You have no clue. You have no clue what the person you are eating is. But you eat it anyway because your parents ate it. That's just an aside. All right. Let's see. Liver, not broccoli. At least broccoli is good for you. Yeah. All right. Thank you, W. Alfonso. I appreciate the super sticker.
My worth does not decrease based on how much my weight fluctuates. I put on weight.
Oh, that's what I was saying before. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Overweight women are worth less than women who are underweight. Small waist, pretty face with the big bank. If you are missing one of these things, then your value is a third of a woman, is a third less of a woman who has all of these things. Really more than a third. I mean, I kind of value slim waist over big bank and pretty face even.
But I'm still walking around confident. I'm still wearing clothes that people will say you shouldn't really wear that your size. You shouldn't really wear that because your boobs aren't perky. You shouldn't really wear that. You shouldn't really be with that guy because he's out of your league. Who's to tell who's out of whose league? What?
He is. He is. He is the one to tell you who is out of his league or whose league he is out of. He is. He has the penis given right to tell you who is out of his league. See, you're Lizzo. This is Lizzo getting at Chris Evans. I think his name is Chris Evans. Chris Evans has the right to say he is out of Lizzo's league. Every man has a right to say that. And when they tell you don't negotiate, they're telling you you don't have the right to determine who is out of your league. That is bullshit. It's the shittiest of all bulls. Hit the like button.
People love the most, what men love the most is a woman that is confident. And you have to get to a place where you accept yourself.
Ain't that a bitch? Did she just say what men love the most is a woman who's confident? That is bullshit. That is bullshit. You don't tell my penis what it wants. Hear me and hear me good. You, woman, do not have, where do you get the audacity? Where do you get the audacity to talk to my penis in such a disrespectful tone as to where you feel that you can tell it what it wants? I tell you what my penis wants, and it is your duty to deliver.
You accept your flaws, you accept where you've been, because you can't change that. And you can't postpone your happiness or your joy until a later date. You really have to get comfortable.
What does that mean? You postpone your joy until a man is willing to give you joy. You're going to wait anyway. You're waiting now. You're waiting now for my penis.
Where you're at and in your skin. And don't you ever discredit yourself. And don't allow anybody to discredit you, to count you out. You have value because you are a child of God, period. You're worth more than...
You have value because you are a child of God. Now, who isn't a child of God? I wonder. Now, in this exchange that she's talking about, the way the sexual marketplace works is you're exchanging one child of God for another. But why is it okay for the women to have standards and demands and the men not to? Isn't he a child of God? Shouldn't a homeless man walk up to Rihanna and say, I'm a child of God, therefore I have value? How come it never works that way?
Rubies will worth more than diamonds. Don't ever think less.
You are not worth more than diamonds. You are not worth more than rubies. And when I say diamonds, I'm talking about strippers named Diamond. And I'm talking about beautiful women named Ruby. You are not worth more than them. And just by virtue of the fact that diamonds and rubies have different values than each other, means something. Things have different values. And your JJ is worth lesser than a. Why do you have a crucifix on your neck? Why do you have a crucifix on your neck? You crucifix chick. Lost my train of thought. Your JJ is worth less than women whose the JJ who are younger, hotter, sexier, childless. How dare you? How dare you not respect your betters? You crucifix woman?
Of yourself. And I kind of want to mix this into it because I feel like a lot of women are suffering with comparison. And I understand it completely. And I understand it even more because of things like social media, where we can compare ourselves easily. But I want you guys to understand that comparison comes from competing. It comes from competition.
Exactly. And you lose. You lose. It is a competition, and I'm the judge, and you lose. You lose. You are that person. You are who's that American chick that got smoked in the Olympics? That's you. That's you. You lost to another God's children. Who's the JJ is worth more than you. You crucifix woman, you. That is what happened to you.
You see yourself as competition. You see lack. You see that there's not enough, there's not abundance, there's not enough meant to go around. But once you exit the competition, once you be content with yourself.
Y'all hear this? Once you exit the competition, yes, that's what losers do. They exit the competition. They're the ones who, everybody know I'm a nerd. What did I do? I exited the competition when it came to basketball. I got picked for kickball, but I'm talking about elementary. On the school ground, I exited the competition. Why? Because I'd lose. It would have to be. I would have to actually be asked to join the. It got to a point where I was where they would my friends would come and ask me to join while I was doing other stuff to balance out the team. Meaning, like, if they had an exceptionally gifted person on the team, like a future, LeBron James on the team, then they would say, okay, y'all can have this guy, but you got to bring Game Changer in to balance it out. That's how bad I was. So I exited. Why? Because when it came to that particular sport, I was a loser. And that's what you are. You're a loser. That's why you exit. You exit and you hope that somebody comes thirsty enough to give you a deal and not negotiate.
Once you be content with your lot in life, with what God has given you, you're no longer competing, so you're no longer jealous, you're no longer envious, you're no longer in competition. Nobody's in competition with you. You're in a league all by yourself, as am I. Nobody is your competition because we all have.
Nobody's your competition because you lose. I wasn't in a league all by myself on a playground. I just lost. And I caused others to lose.
have different destinies. You will have different destinations. So you need to take all that energy that you're using to compare yourself and put that into yourself, into bettering yourself.
Yes. And by bettering yourself, that means you become a better person for my penis. That's what bettering yourself means. But you must first embrace the fact that you are lesser. Listen, here's what chicks like this don't want to embrace. And this is what I'm talking about with crucifix women. This is what they don't want to embrace. This is the truth that they don't want to just hone and own up to. Thanks for the super sticker, Melody. And thanks for the super sticker, W. Alfonso. This is the truth that they don't want to embrace. And that is that God loves beautiful women more. That's why he made them beautiful. They don't want to embrace that. You think God loves you the same? Why would he love you the same? Why would he make her that way? God loves some people more than others. And if you find yourself as an other, then what you have to do is you have to make up for it. You are Mr. Glass or Mrs. Ass. No matter what, you have to make up for it. God loved Unbreakable more than he loved Mr. Glass. Everything he touched, he broke and stuff, and he always was broken and stuff. He didn't love him, but Mr. Glass, he made the best out of his glassness. That is what you do. Just embrace that and live with it.
You don't ever have to look around and compare yourself to anyone, because you're already the best version of yourself. And when you're
not the best, if you're overweight, then you're not the best version of yourself.
Become the best version of yourself, you're not worried about what anybody else is doing, what anybody else has. You're content because you know that you hold the key to your happiness. And really and truly, jealousy thrives in the areas in which we think we're lacking. We may be jealous of someone else's money because we're broke at the moment.
You're damn right. You're damn right. You are damn right if you believe or understand that I am jealous of other people's money, those of whom have significantly more money than me. You damn right I'm jealous of that. And that is a perfectly healthy response. Do I hate that person? No. Do I have any ill content or desire towards that person? No. I am jealous and envious of it. And that's all to say that I want it. I want more money. And if you're a woman, you want more beauty. You should be jealous of the more beautiful women of the world. They're better than you. They're better at being women. Damn it. That's why your brain is broken. Ideally, you should want to be a more beautiful woman to please my penis better. That's your value.
If you're jealous of someone's beauty, because we don't think we're beautiful. We may be envious of someone's job because we don't feel like we're up. And so you need to pay attention and be aware of the deficits in your life and go to work on working on them and keep your head down and stay in your own lane. You are in a league by yourself and you don't need to compete when you're working on your...
No, I don't get this whole stay in your own lane thing, because if you want to have more money, then you are moving into a lane with people with more money. Your own lane is whatever you make at the time. in order to, and that's, well, it's really not your own lane because everybody who makes the same amount is in that lane with you. So I'm not really getting this. This is just something that people say, you know, because boobies.
Work on,
and there's no boobies. That is, see, here's the thing. This is designed for cleavage, but there's no cleavage.
yourself to complete and not to compete, because jealousy comes from insecurity, and insecurity comes from not feeling like you're enough, like you don't measure up. Or who are we trying to measure up to? Which goes back to the point of competition. When anyone comes to me and says that to me, that they don't feel they're good enough, I'm always asking, what is the standard of good enough? Who are you measuring yourself against?
You're measuring yourself against the other women that want my penis.
If you don't compare yourself, you'll never come up short. So this is just a quick video to say, you know your worth, so stop negotiating it. Stop putting yourself on the sell rack. Stop discrediting yourself. You've got 3 kids, it does not discredit you from the man that you want and desire.
What the hell? Y'all listen to this again.
You measuring yourself against. If you don't compare yourself, you'll never come up short. So this is just a quick video to say, you know your worth, so stop negotiating it. Stop putting yourself in the sell rack. Stop discrediting yourself. You've got 3 kids, it does not discredit you from the man that you want.
What the hell? You got 3 kids, it doesn't discredit. I think she means disqualify you, but it doesn't discredit you from the man that you want. Yes, it does. If he don't want a woman with 3 kids, then it does disqualify you.
And desire a good man. It may not be Idris Elba, but it will still be a good man.
No, but you say that the man that they want. See, you said that it. Okay, here's the thing. She is telling them to settle, because when they say a good man, they're really talking about a basic man, not an extraordinary man like Idris Elba. Which and Idris Elba is what they want, but deep down she knows that these 3 kid bearing bitches aren't going to pull that unless they're an actual 10. Slim waist, pretty face with the big bank. She knows that. But she wants you to say, oh, you can still get a good man. That's the settle. That is what they are made to settle for. And even then, it's not guaranteed.
Don't discredit yourself. Don't feel like you have to settle with someone else that has 5 baby mothers because you have 3 children. The situation is not.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So basically, she's saying that just because you have 3 baby mamas, that doesn't mean that you should not get with a guy. You should not get a guy who doesn't have any kids.
Not determine your value, your situation, your current situation in life does not determine your worth. You're worthy and you're worth it, and nothing good comes out of settling. And how do you know if you settle? If I could give you a blank piece of paper, if I gave you a blank piece of paper, if you had to write down what you wanted out of life, forget what you've been through, forget what you look like. That's what you want out of life.
Okay, what if somebody put Idris Elba on that paper and they have 3 kids?
You're not negotiating it based on what you perceive as a flaw. So I hope you guys enjoyed this very, very quick video. I just wanted to be a wake-up call to any of you and say, stop negotiating your worth. Your worth.
And fellas, this is me saying, negotiate your worth. And don't deal with these non-negotiable biz niches. Negotiate your worth. If you are a man of no children and a chick with 3 kids come at you, you're like, okay, let's negotiate. And she's like, oh no, I'm not going to negotiate. Well, more fool you. I mean, be happy that I'm willing to talk to you. Be happy that I'm willing to engage you in a negotiation. You have 3 kids? Well, what do you look like? Oh, well, you know, I'm average, but you know, I give great head 3 times a day. I could cook, and you only have to pay 40% of the total bills. Yes, you better negotiate, bitch. You better negotiate. Stop acting like you hot enough. Stop acting like just because you have a vagina that you hot enough to not negotiate. Some women, you could just look at them and be like, oh, that chick don't have to negotiate. She already negotiated. Just by looking at her was the negotiation. So yes, see, and I'm being polite. I'm being polite. I am nice. You crucifix bitch. I am nice. I am a nice person. Just the fact that I'm negotiating with you, I am nice. I am a decent human being. There are brothers out there that will not negotiate. It is non-negotiable. These SYSBM type, MGTOW if you're white or whatever, they're not negotiating with you. There is no negotiation. They are just saying, forget you. I am nice. I am nice. I allow reasonably attractive single mothers to suck my penis as part of the negotiation to determine your worth. I give you the opportunity to suck some worth into yourself. When you are fucking me pre-marriage, that is the negotiation. You are allowing me to sample the goods before I determine the overall worth. Be happy for brothers like me that is willing to consider a reasonable negotiation with you. Most won't.
Worth it. You're worth it. Always been worth it. Always will be worth it. So thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in my next video tomorrow for 7 days of revenge. Bye.
Oh, yes. And don't think I'm not going to cover that. Do not think I'm not going to cover that. She's going to go on a 7-day revenge trip. Oh, I'm definitely going to cover this. I'm definitely going to cover this. And she got a crucifix on. Oh, she's asking for it. All right. So now we're at the hour mark. And with that, I want... Hold on. So with that, I want to thank the Cash Apps and Super Chats, managers and moderators, those who are listening silently, and those who participate in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. And remember, this is Game Changer 00100. Game over. Peace. Oh, wait a minute. So I was looking at my phone for Super Chats. Hold on. Uh-oh. Something happened. Something happened. Twin sisters charged with helping choke own brother to death. Oh, yes. Prepare for a video on that and guess the ethnicity. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. This is Game Changer 00100. Game over. Peace.